Welcome back. This is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa. I'm excited you're here. I want to show you something today that I think you will absolutely love. I'm in my 50s, so this makeup has been working wonderful for me. And today I'm going to show you Addiction Palette Sticks. Addiction Palette Sticks is a beautiful palette. It has been sold out for months now and is coming back in stock on August 1st. It's August 1st, 2019. So if you love a lot of versatility and you love a palette that looks like this, it's got pinks, it's got the browns, you can do smoky brown eyes, you can do a pink smoky eye, you can contour with these colors, you can use these colors on your brows. I mean, it's a very versatile product. I absolutely love it. And it is definitely one that I travel with. I can just throw it in my bag and I can create whatever I want to on the go with this palette. But if you want to see more about this, just keep watching. But please like and subscribe and click that little bell for notifications. That way you'll get notified every Sunday when I put up a brand new YouTube video. And hopefully I bring you something of value. If there's anything you would love to see that I haven't shown you, please put it down in the comments. I love comments. I always come back and check comments. So without further ado, let's get going with this tutorial. Okay, so let's get this started. You've already seen the palette, you know what it looks like. These are the colors I'm going to choose from. I'm going to start with Enthralled, which is a neutral tone prime color, or you can call it a transition color, either one. But I'm going to create like a mixture of colors today. I'm not just going to have one color eye versus another color eye, okay? So I'm not just all doing pink and I'm not just all doing brown. So we're going to mix these together. Now I've already put on my primer. I put this primer on just a few minutes ago because I do like to let it set for a few seconds before I go and set it, because yes, I do set it with It's by Pores, my pressed powder here. I'm going to use it, and I'm going to take my little Morphie brush, and I will link all the brushes down at the bottom. This is a Morphie powder brush. Actually, it's an under eye powder brush. And it's fabulous for using on a cross of your concealer that you put under your eye, or definitely what I'm doing now. I'm putting it on top of my eye primer. And I do love Younique's eye primer because it is kind of a flesh color and it just absolutely looks like your skin, only better. Or that's what I say, it's only better. Okay, so we're going to use a fluffy crease brush. And if you see this going in and out, I am using natural light for this video. So I'm going to start with Enthralled. Now, I do have hooded eyes. You can see that I have hooded eyes. My lid is way down here. And if I put color here, it's naturally not going to show. So we're going to take this fluffy crease brush. It's wonderful. It's perfect for taking this color and applying it. And we're going to start with this color here, which is Enthralled. And just put a little bit on your brush. Make sure you tap it off just a little bit. And it is a hot summer day here in Alabama, but I am so excited. Get to see my granddaughter this afternoon. Excited about that. Okay, so see that where I placed it? We're gonna just keep kind of building this color. Less is more. Keep that in your brain. Less is more. So we're going to do windshield wiper motions back and forth. And I do like to bring it up a little bit into this area here now. I've started doing that here lately, and it just seems to work better for me. Now I am going to bring in one more color. And you're going to go, why is she using that? Well, I'm using it because it is a pressed powder eyeshadow. I mean, not an eyeshadow, but a foundation. And it is beautiful on side. I like to cover up a little discolorations and things that I have up here. So let's go ahead and do that really quickly. This is Velour. It's the color Velour. It is a pressed powder foundation with Younique. And it has a little window there. And it normally would have a little sponge that sits on top of this. But I don't use it in that way, so I don't keep the sponges. I am going to use this brush here. This is a powder concealer brush. And I'm going to apply this color right through this area, right up underneath my brow. It just gives you a little light, but not being too white. I don't like, like in the 80s when everything was really, really light. And light, because light brings things forward, but you don't want any kind of reflective light. So this is a matte foundation, but it looks gorgeous on your eyes. It really does. You can blend it in a little bit to that prime color. And then we'll come back and we'll add a little bit more of the prime color. So we're going to come back and add more of Enthralled, this color here. Don't you think this palette is gorgeous? I love this palette. Now I am going to bring it down in the corner just a little bit. Right in here. Windshield wiper motions. And work the color right up onto your brow bone. And yes, you can clean this up afterwards. If you get a little bit out here, it's really easy to clean up. Actually, what I would do is use the end of this. It's got a little bit of that powder on it. And I would just kind of wipe it through here. If I get a little bit too much going in one direction or too much out in that corner, like blend it, blend it, blend it. This is so pretty. This is the most beautiful palette. I think it is my favorite. There are 6 different palettes by Younique, but this one by far has been the most one in demand. Now, Addiction Palette 3 is probably the #1 selling one as of right now, because this one was so popular. This one just came out early this year, and it sold out completely. Sold out completely. I think the reason I like it so much is because it has plums in it, it has browns in it, it has the neutral tones that we love to wear, and you can just actually use 2 colors. You don't have to put on 3 or 4 colors, but I am going to give you a really pretty look today so that you can kind of play around with this palette. It does come out August 1st, like I said, again, and I want to say the price point, US dollars, is $49, but it will last you forever. The colors go on so beautiful together. It's easy to pair. You don't have to pick out colors like separate. You know, we do have the pressed powder eyeshadows that come in little round, little pods. And they look like this, and you can get them in, like they're like this, and you can just mix and match what you want. But here, you can have everything in one palette. You can pop this in your purse. The one thing about this one, if you look at this, it has 2 different brown tones. Now, you could actually do your brows with each one of these colors, depending on your skin tone. And you could also use this as a highlighter right here. This is beautiful as a highlighter. So it's a very multi-purpose palette. So let's do, I think I'm going to come in with Lofty. Here's Lofty right here. So let's try Lofty. Lofty is a gorgeous color. I'm going to use a shader liner brush. This is Younique's brush, by the way. And we're going to come into this color. And remember now, this is a shimmer. And so tap it off. And you want to be minimal. You want to pat this on. So pat your friend, like I always say. Pat it on. And I'll try to get up close and personal for you. Look how pretty that is. Now bring it up into the crease just a tad. I do. I think it's gorgeous that way. Just pat it in, pat it in. And then I always kind of bring it up. Because I have closed set eyes, so I bring it more into the corner there. Now, depending on your eye shape, you may have to do something different, but let me just pat, 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 pat. And I don't want this video to be too long for you, but I do want you to see how beautiful this palette is. It is gorgeous. Gorgeous colors. Now, you could just get away with having this neutral look right here. You wouldn't have to add anything else. You might want to darken it up just a little bit more. Maybe bring enthralled up a little bit higher here onto your brow bone, which I need to do. And I'm going to bring a little bit more down here in the corner. And we're going to use the color Blazing. Blazing is that beautiful kind of berry color. So gorgeous. And then I like to come back and kind of blend this out a little bit with what's left on my brush here. All right, so let's use this color here. Absolutely gorgeous color. It is a matte color too. So this is a matte, and a shimmer. So we got two mattes and 1 shimmer. That's really all you need. Older eyes tend to need more help. So we have to really think about placement of color and what we're using on our eyes. So let me come up close and personal with you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush here, is a Morphie brush also, and I will list it down at the bottom. But see, it's kind of like a bullet brush, kind of. It's shaped like a little bullet. It's got a point at the top. And so I always put the color up there in the very top. And then I take it down here in the corner, because this is what you want to do. You can't see the tail right here. So you want to angle this upward to the tail. To the tail. And that way you get the color right perfectly where you need it. And you're going to bring it in slightly, just like making an outer V. Or backwards 7. And if you have to, yes, you can lift your skin up. My skin moves. Don't think it doesn't. It does. But I keep it right in that corner. You see that? See what a difference it makes? It gives it a little bit more lift. If you look at this eye is a little more droopy. And this one is more lifted. So this is the reason I like to use a color out here in the outer corner. So do the same thing. Here's the tail, and here's the corner of your eye, And you're just going to line them right up. Like if you were drawing a line to that, you would go directly toward it. And I'm going to add a little bit more blazing. I like that name. And this color looks good with my shirt I got on. I'm always one to kind of mix my, whatever I'm wearing, I try to kind of pair it up with my eye look. Most people may not do that. I think a lot of people do though, because you want it to complement what you're wearing. So let me kind of get it going here. This brush is so easy to use. And I am kind of blending it as I go. And I am going to blend it out with a different brush, so no fear. I'm just kind of blending it upward. Blending it upward. See, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Now we are going to bring some of this color, blazing, right underneath our under eye. You can use the same brush. Run it straight across. I don't like to come all the way inward. I have very close set eyes. If you don't, if your eyes are wider set, then you can bring them in more. We are going to do a really pretty liner with this. I'm trying to decide between black or brown. I think sometimes with our older eyes, black is a little bit too harsh. So I will most likely use a brown, like a chocolate colored eyeliner pencil. See how pretty that is? Oh, yes. Now, wouldn't a beautiful smoky eye be? Now, I have created some smoky eyes with this palette. Absolutely gorgeous. Very easy to do. And when I do a smoky eye, I don't use an eyeliner, per se, as far as a pencil or a liquid. I actually will use, I will actually use this with a end of a brush like this, and create my own eyeliner with it. It just gives it a much softer look, and you can still blend it out. Because really, when you have a smoky eye, you don't want any harsh lines. But this is not really a smoky eye, smoky eye. It's just a beautiful kind of summer look. I love it, very light. I didn't want it to be too heavy, but I wanted it to give me a little bit of lift, especially in this outer corner. As we age, everything goes south, I know, because I'm 56 right now. And I feel good about being 56. I hope you do as you're aging. 50s, I think 50s and middle age, you're probably smarter than you've ever been in your life. Oh, you should be. Or I feel like I should be at this point. I'm just kind of coming back and blending all this out with Enthralled. Again, just a little bit more Enthralled. There we go. How pretty is that? That is so gorgeous. What a gorgeous palette this is. Oh, man. Younique makes some beautiful products. They do. And it's not because I'm a Younique presenter. I just really love the makeup. I do. I'm looking for Proper. This is Proper. This is a brown, kind of a chocolate color. They slide right on. Look at that. They go on like butter, and they set in like 30 seconds. So it's real easy now to get a liner and have it stay. Even if you have watery eyes, they won't run, which is a good thing. Now, you can either tight line at this point. You can tight line under here, underneath, if you don't have a lot of real estate, if you don't have a lot of lid. But I've got a little bit of a lid, so I'm going to kind of come in and do just a little bit of a liner and make a tiny baby wing. And then I'll show you what I do on the end of it. Now, I always start on the outer corner and work my way in. I find that it's easier for me to do it this way, since I can hold my skin kind of taut. Because, you know, when you do this, see, because I got lines, I got the crow's feet going on. And then when you get here in this outer corner, you can kind of lift this up a little bit and draw the line straight up like that, and you will have you a little perfect wing. You got to lift it up in the corner there just a tad. See that? Boom. And naturally it's going to pop back. Your skin moves, and it's going to. See that? Whoop. But what you're going to do, once you get the line there where you want it, you're just going to finish pushing it out just a tad, and then you're going to draw it back to meet the other line that you created. Very, very easy. Have you ever gotten a pencil before and it's chalky and it just does, it's not smooth, it doesn't glide across your skin? Well, these aren't like that. These are perfect. They really are. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to hold the skin a little taut, and we're going to start out and we're going to move in. Now, you notice I don't go all the way in. The reason I don't is because I have close-set eyes, so I tend to stop right above my pupil. That way, it makes my eyes look wider apart. That's the whole key. Now, lift this up just a little bit, You already can see the natural line of your eye when you do this. Push it straight up. And boom, you have yourself a little wing there. Not much of one. So I got a baby wing. Now once I have it there, I can just draw it straight back to the line I already created. How simple is that? Oh, yes. It's so much fun. I love makeup. I do. And I love sharing it, hoping that it helps someone else when you're in this realm of in the middle of your life and you know, everything starts moving around on you and you don't really know. You can't do what you used to do like 10 years ago. You got to really change up your game. And I would recommend probably a little tight line here. And that'll give you a little more dark, a little more lift here in this corner. Look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. This is the most beautiful palette ever. Like I said, it's very versatile. And so you've probably seen people do mascara 100 times. So what I'll do is I'll go off camera and I'll come back and I'll have my mascara done, and then you can see what the finished look is like. Okay, so hang on just a second and I'll be right back. Alrighty, here is my finished look. What do you think? I think it's gorgeous. Look at the look on those eyes. Oh my gosh. And the lashes are compliments of Epic Mascara and the 4D. The 4D has fibers in it, like Y-shaped fibers, and it gives you more volume, more length. It really makes it look like falsies without having falsies. Very easy to use, and yes, it's safe for your eyes. They're gorgeous. I love wearing 4D mascara. That is out. But this actually comes out on August 1st, so make sure you grab this palette. It is beautiful. You can create multiple looks. You can use it as a multiple use palette. You can use it on your eyebrows. You can use it for contouring on your face. The colors in there are just gorgeous. You cannot go wrong with getting this palette. So I so appreciate you watching today. It is a beautiful day here in Alabama, and I'm about to go outside and enjoy it. What the rest of the day is going to bring me, I don't know, but I'm so happy that you took the time to pop in here and spend a little time with me. I try to make these tutorials a little bit shorter, and yes, I am 56. You can be fabulous in your 50s. Go out there, be confident, be bold. Don't be afraid to try new things, okay? Do things scared. That's basically what I do. I'm a YouTuber. I never thought I would be on here on YouTube or even doing anything like I do on Facebook. So all my information is down in the description box. Please like and share this if you think this might be of value to someone else. And I will see you guys next Sunday. Y'all have a great week. Bye.